Hey boo, what's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan. Today, we have a very special episode for you, and I'm going to be joined by my good friend, Kuba. Before we get started, I got a really cool pineapple. What is going on here? Come on now. This is cute as fuck. What's up, Lance? Hey, Lance boo. We're talking today about juice cleansing, when you should do a juice cleanse and when you should not. How cool is this pineapple? Come on. By the way, do you know how to tell if a pineapple is ripe? No? I'll let you know. Number one, the most important thing is to smell it. Smell it from the bottom. Oh, that's good. Wow. It should smell like a pineapple on the outside. If it smells like a pineapple on the outside, then it's going to taste like one on the inside. Two is the color. It should be golden. So this is not ideal. There's still some green here, so I'm going to let it sit for a while. And three is the feel. You've got to touch it. It's got to have some give all around. Oh, Kuba is here. Okay, because haven't confirmed with Kuba for a few hours, so I wasn't sure if he was coming. But he is here. Thanks, Kuba, for the suspense. Okay, I got my juice. What are you drinking, Kuba? I'm gonna let Kuba in. I'm just a little bitter because he didn't text me for like, I don't know, 3 hours. So I was like, oh, are we doing this? You have like 15 unread messages from me, bro. Okay, so I got my green juice. I'll tell you what's in it in a minute. Health with Annie has a pineapple, golden this morning, but it still wound up burning my mouth. Oh, I know. Pineapples are so difficult because honestly, they do not ripen once they're picked. So it's like one of the most difficult fruits to ripen and get ripe. Just keep trying, boo. I know, it's really hard. It's really hard. Did it smell like a pineapple? Did it have some give? Okay, let me let Kuba in here. Why not? Why not? All right, so I'll wait for Kuba to join. Yeah, Tessa, I mean, honestly, it's a nightmare, pineapples. What's up, Frank? Where's Kuba? Okay, this is weird. I keep accepting. What's up, everybody? Accept. Kuba, I'm pressing accept. I don't understand. Watermelons are easier for sure. Yeah, dude, I keep pressing accept. So go out and come back in, Kuba, because it's your fault. It's 100% Kuba's fault that he is not here. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I keep pressing accept. I don't know what to do. But in the meantime, I'll tell you what's in my juice. So, it's one of my favorites. Oh, it says Kuba's unable to join. It's one of my favorites. Apple, cucumber, spinach, kale, fennel, lemon. That's it. Yeah, it's really good. It's fucking delicious. Okay, we're gonna talk today. I have my 5 reasons to not do a juice cleanse, and Kuba is gonna tell you his 5 reasons to do a juice cleanse. And so I don't know if he's ever going to be able to join. It says he cannot join, but perhaps he will go out.
There you go.
Oh, so it is.
What's up? Am I here? Dude, I'm just drinking water. Sorry. I didn't have time. Yo, if it's in my calendar, it's confirmed. Like we confirmed hours ago. I don't have to confirm every hour. I was on a phone call, and then before that I was on a phone call. And then I saw your messages coming in, but I was confirmed, so I knew I'd see you.
Fair enough. Okay, fine. The topic wasn't confirmed, but we gonna go with it.
Oh, I thought it was juicing 101.
Yes, juicing 101.
How to make a juice, right?
Before we get into the topic at hand, I want to tell everyone about an amazing festival that we are both promoting. We both have code to the Woodstock Fruit Festival. So listen, if you, and Kuba's going to tell you about it in a minute, but if you are hesitant or if you've always wanted to go, if you don't have anybody to go with, trust me, the best thing is to go alone, because then you will meet so many people.
Yeah, I went alone first for sure.
I was just gonna ask you, yeah.
Yeah, I met the people who drove me there on the way there. Like through the group, I found a carpool, and it was this couple, really cool couple, and they drove me. So that was my first friends, and then made more friends as I got there.
Was that
next thing you know, best friends for life?
Was that Jeremy and his wife?
No, that was my friend Sabina and Joseph. But I haven't talked to them in a while. But yeah, they drove me. They were a couple at the time.
So basically, the Woodstock Fruit Festival is it's a vegan summer camp for adults, basically, and
kids are welcome as well too.
Of course, it's a very family-friendly event. Yes, Heather, Health with Annie. We are going to post this on our pages and on YouTube. Don't worry, boo. So the Woodstock Fruit Festival is happening August 19th through the 28th.
Want me to confirm?
August.
I have the internet here.
August 18, 19, 21st.
August 21st to the 28th. You're thinking ahead because volunteers, workers, all that come a few days earlier.
Yes.
But for attendees, it's August 21st to the 28th.
21st to the 28th. It will be the best.
Juicing Queen.
What's up, everyone? It will be the best week of your entire life. So if you'd like to go and work out with me, I'll be doing a watermelon workout every day, as well as a few classes. If you'd like to take a workout with me live and in person, you can check out the Woodstock Fruit Festival. The link is in my bio, and it's in KUBAS' bio, I'm sure.
It's in my highlights. You'll see the Woodstock Fruit Festival photo, and then you'll see my code in there.
There you go. And my code is Ms.FitVegan. What's your code, Kuba?
Kuba. KUBA.
There you go. And you'll get $100
Very
off.
simple. Yes.
Now, to the topic at hand. What's up, Sid? I love Sid. He always joins, and it makes me happy because he has great questions as well. What do you eat other than fruit? Hold up.
That's a question for you.
I know, but we haven't even started talking.
It doesn't matter what I eat. What does Ms.FitVegan eat?
Yes, because you see them guns, though.
I wish I had that.
You don't have a license. It's not. Are guns legal where you are?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I moved to a state where it's shaped like a gun, so I gotta have some. So anyway, okay. What do I eat? What's my main source of protein? Great question. My main source of protein would be greens. Okay. So I'm having a protein shake right now. The ingredients are spinach, kale, fennel, apple, cucumber, and lemon. That's my protein shake. And
you got fennel in there, you said.
Yeah, dude.
Nice. That's a good addition. Great for the lungs. And orange juice is actually very high in protein. Out of all the fruit juices, it's the highest. You know, greens is higher, but orange juice is very high protein as well.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Listen, whoever asked that question, oh yes, okay, there you go. Exceed your potential. What a great name. Exceed your potential. Exceed your potential. I would offer you to exceed your I would like you to exceed your protein needs by eating an abundance of fruit and vegetables, because every single fruit and vegetable has protein in it. So there you go. So that answers that question. And
the greens and vegetables definitely have more than the fruits.
But do we need protein, Kuba?
We need amino acids so that the body can build protein out of it. So that we can grow our hair, skin, nails, and bones, and muscles, and everything.
What do we need more, Kuba? Vitamin C or protein?
Vitamin C.
There you go.
For
what
sure.
Do we need more, Kuba? I like.
We don't need that much protein. No, we need it, but we don't need a lot.
We don't.
And we don't need high protein sources that the body needs to break down into amino acids and reconstruct. So the more complex the protein, the more work it is for the body to use it. So that the simpler that you get with the protein, if you can get straight to the amino acids, which is high in fruits and vegetables, your body can use it easily as building blocks for the protein that it needs.
There you go. And
pretty much all fruits have it, except for maybe like grapes. Grapes are like zero protein. They're pure carbs. And I forget if there's like one other, like melon or something.
And grapes are the perfect food for humans because they don't
Yes.
need protein. So do we need protein?
That's ironic, right? Yes.
I don't know. But okay, let's get to the topic at hand. We're going to talk about when to do a juice cleanse and when you don't need a juice cleanse, when you need a lifestyle change. And me and Kuba, we agree on so many things, and then we have some things that we disagree on. I think we both agree that juice is medicine. Do you agree that juice is medicine?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. And I believe that we should be having as much juice as possible, but not exclusive, not in replacement of food. But let's focus. Okay, so Kuba, what is your number one?
Whereas I will use juice as a meal sometimes.
There you go.
Like what you're drinking to me looks like a meal because it's a 32-ouncer.
True. What is your number one reason why somebody should go on a juice cleanse?
My number one reason to go on a juice cleanse would be to reset your taste buds. But you could do that with the all raw diet as well. But
Plain.
I would say that's the number one reason coming to mind. Because you're removing sometimes.
Kuba has terrible service. Is it me? Is it him? This happened yesterday too. I think it's him. Kuba, we lost you, I believe. You're just a circle. Let me know, guys. Is it me? Is it Kuba? I think it's Kuba. It's Kuba. I have pristine Wi-Fi here. I pay enough for it. Hi, Boo, Living Raw Roots. Okay, so I don't know why Kuba cut off, but he'll be right back, I'm sure. We're talking about the reasons why it is good to do a cleanse when you need it and when to not do a cleanse. I will be telling you guys the 5 reasons not to do a juice cleanse, and Kuba will be telling you the 5 reasons to do it. What is going on here? Okay, so there was a question earlier. I'll just answer that while we wait for Kuba. This is the worst live. Green smoothies make me fart all day. I don't know why. Sid the Earth People says. Okay, that is because, I hate to say this, I hate to be this person, but the reason they make you fart all day is because your colon is impacted with old decaying fecal matter. You need a colonic boo-boo. I'm sorry to say that. But I want to help you, and it's my life purpose to help you. So you got to get a colonic. Tessa wants to know how many juice cleanses I've done in my life. I've done many, many juice cleanses. I did a 35-day juice cleanse. I do not recommend it. And I'll tell you about my experience. That's actually a good question. I'm going to ask Kuba how many cleanses he's done in his life. Here we go. Live with Kuba again.
No way. I thought you've only done one.
No, dude, I've worked in juice for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I used to do them all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. My battery died. It didn't warm me, nothing. So I plugged it in so I can't use my headphones.
No worries, Kuba. We understand you're a hippie, so you don't pay
I've
attention.
been on the phone for 5 hours.
Okay, so you were saying, Kuba.
Huh?
You were saying about changing your taste buds.
Oh, because it gives you a chance to like take a break from everything. So like I said, you could do that with raw foods. But everyone's different. For me, it was hard to stay raw. But when I did a juice cleanse, for some reason, I was able to stick to it fully raw because the juices were raw. And I cut out alcohol, coffee, cooked foods, and obviously all foods, but cooked foods because I'm not eating any food. So my taste buds got to have just pure liquid life force. So it's just living juice. I can't say food, right? But it was food for me because I was using it for my calories. And then, yeah, well, for me, my taste buds changed with fruit, but juice just helps you reset your taste buds as well because you're only having living substance. And now your taste buds want more living stuff. So if you notice, if you do a long juice cleanse and you're really in tune with it, after, you'll actually desire more fruits and vegetables.
Yes, I agree with that. I believe that because whatever you're eating, you're going to crave. Whatever's in your bloodstream, you want more of. So I agree with that. I believe that. And how long would you recommend for somebody to do that to change their taste buds?
Well, the thing is, it depends on their journey already. Like, how much raw foods are you eating? How much did you prepare for this juice cleanse? If you're just jumping in a juice cleanse from a standard diet to change your taste buds, you'll probably need like a month or something. But if you've been eating raw foods for a long time, you probably already change your taste buds a lot. And just like after a week, you'll probably notice that you'll desire more healthy foods. But if you're like a week in, straight off a standard American diet, you might actually crave more junk in a week in, or even a couple weeks in. And you
Why?
might come off the juice cleanse, and you might, because your body's eliminating those toxins. First of all, it's clearing your digestive tract, which is always full of food. So the person who says they get, what did they have? Diarrhea or something? Farts? That's the green smoothie pushing things through the digestive tract down to the colon so it can come out of you, out of your bowels. So that's the first process that's happening. And as that's going in down to your colon, and when it's sitting in your colon especially, you'll feel like it'll start seeping back into your blood, and you'll start thinking about those things. It could be made up of the burgers you were eating, or the pizza, or the fries, the greasy food, the processed foods. It's sitting in your colon, leaching back in your bloodstream, and then you're like craving it more. Also, we have like yeast, bacteria, parasites, and things that live off of this mucousy substance in us. And when that stuff is like dying off, or you're shaking up their environment, they'll sometimes put out a fit and be like, no, like you're killing us. So like, we want more of this stuff that keeps us alive. And they'll be reminding you like, boom, boom, boom. And you'll feel them. So as they're dying off, that's why Jeanette made a good advice of having a colonic, because that will help you get that stuff out so it's not sitting in your colon. And it'll also help you with detox symptoms like headaches and weakness and all that.
Energy. You have low energy. You need a colonic. I recently, one of my mentors, Gil Jacobs, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's not very well known. He recently said, Kuba, that health is 20% nutrition and 80% elimination. What do you think about that?
20% nutrition, 80% elimination. See, that makes sense because like Lou Corona, my mentor, says that there's only one disease, and it's toxemia. And basically he says we're all toxic. So we have toxic mucus building up in our system, in our bodies, and then we have parasites and things feeding off of that. And those parasites and yeast poop out more toxins because, they're natural. They're here to break down stuff and put them back into the earth. But they're not on the earth, they're in our bodies. So their poop is not going back into the earth, it's just staying in our bodies. And it's even more toxic. So we are toxic. So the biggest thing is to like cleanse that out.
Wait,
you want to nourish.
You're talking about parasites or just bacteria in general?
I'm thinking of parasites, but I'm just trying to avoid that word too much because it freaks people out. So I say bacteria, but I'm also talking about like the mucus that's in our bodies that the parasites live off of.
Thank you, Sherry. Sherry's here. Thank you so much for the badge. I really appreciate that.
Awesome, Sherry. I'm sure Jeanette will split it in half with me.
I need all the money for juice, Kuba. Juicing's very expensive. Okay, wait. We had a great question. Thank you, Sherry. If you have a question, Sherry, you get priority. When is the best time to do colonics? Before or after a juice cleanse? Love you both. The best time to do colonics was yesterday. The next best time is today. Get a colonic, whether you're on a juice cleanse or not. It will change your life. I'm telling you right now, you are walking around with between 5 and 25 pounds of old, decaying fecal matter in your colon. And you know what? Kuba and I have both gotten colonics, and we both promote them. And honestly, if you're sick, if I got sick, the first thing I would do is make a colonic appointment, not a doctor's appointment.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm trying to convince my mom to get a colonic. I think it will help her so much.
Has she ever had one?
No.
Wow. Wow.
People are scared of that, you know? Cherry says I get half of the badge. See, I'm drinking water, and even that's empty. I want to buy juice.
Okay, focus, ladies and gentlemen. Let's focus on the topic, which is when you should do a juice cleanse and when you shouldn't. Okay, my number one time to not do a juice cleanse is when you want to lose weight. And let me tell you why. And I would like...
That's interesting, because I got so skinny on my juice feast.
Wait, hold on. I believe you, but listen,
Colonics are not painful, by the way.
I do want your advice after. Okay, so when you want to lose weight, it's a bad idea to do a juice cleanse, because you don't need a juice cleanse. You need a lifestyle change. And most people, here's what they'll do. And I know, because I talk to a lot of people, you know, like me and Kuba, this is our life purpose. So we're always talking to people. We're always in the DMs. We're talking to people at work, at school, on the street, in our personal lives. And people are always asking me, what's up, Ben? People are always asking me about a juice cleanse. They want to lose weight. And what happens is most people go on a juice cleanse and they are successful for a few days, and then they fall off, and then they eat worse than they've ever eaten in their whole life. Yeah. They go to Burger King. They get a fucking Impossible Burger. They do fries. They're so hungry. They're starving. They start drinking coffee. They start eating like candy bars, processed food, anything, because they're starving. I do not recommend a juice cleanse if you're trying to lose weight. Here's what I recommend. If you are watching this right now and you need to lose weight, first of all, number one, grab a mirror. Buy a small mirror, okay? Buy a small mirror and look into the mirror, look into your own eyes, and I want you to say, I love and accept you exactly as you are. I love and accept you exactly as you are. And use your name, okay? Jeanette, I love and accept you exactly as you are. I say that every single day, because there's no way that you're going to change your body without changing your mind first. The mind changes first. So you need to do that first. That's number one. Number two, start with breakfast. Eat fruit for breakfast. That's all you need to do to lose weight. You will lose weight if you replace one processed meal a day with fruit, and you start there. And you do that for 21 days. You don't go on a 21-day juice cleanse. That is a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea, because you're going from 0 to 100, and you'll probably go back to 0. And there's nothing worse. And Kuba, let me know your experience with this, or your opinion on this, because I believe there's nothing worse than going up and down the food scale. So my mentor, Gil Jacobs, he always says going from the outhouse to the penthouse. There's nothing worse. Going from the outhouse to the penthouse. Doing a juice cleanse is the penthouse, and eating shit is the outhouse. There's nothing worse than that. I'd rather you be in the middle of the apartment building, okay? Good, right?
I think so too. That's why I think one of the reasons, the times to do a juice cleanse, whether you're trying to lose weight or not, is having a mentor or a guide, a coach, someone to guide you. So when I did a long one, I was being guided by a coach. And if I didn't, I would have fell off for sure.
Okay. Sorry, we have I agree. A coach is the best thing. Find somebody who's doing what you want to do, and get their advice. It's the most important thing. Okay, this is a great question. Plicity. What if you are already eating a lot of fruit, mostly raw, and still not losing weight? Boo boo. That was me. So I'm going to answer this, Kuba, because you don't need to lose weight.
I have the opposite problem myself.
Exactly. So I was eating raw for years, and I could not lose weight. I'm talking about 11 years, okay? A long fucking time. Here's why I couldn't lose weight. It's not just about the food. It's not just about the food. It's about your sleep. It's about your hormones. It's about how much you exercise. It's about what time you eat. Are you like me? And if you eat at night, if I eat past after the sun sets, if I eat, I will gain weight. If I eat the same thing before the sun sets, I will lose weight. Do you have emotional reasons why you're holding on to weight? Do you have trauma that you've never dealt with? Do you spend any time in nature? Do you do any breath work? Do you meditate? The number one factor in weight loss is meditation. It's not all about the food. That is my answer to you. Kuba, anything to add to that?
I would add intermittent fasting. So having a smaller eating window, having more time of breaking from food so your body can digest it properly, especially before you sleep, a few hours before you sleep, so you're not digesting at night. And then in the morning, you can help flush the system with a juice, a freshly pressed juice. I don't know what you think about that, Jeanette, but if someone's trying to lose weight, I recommend a juice in the breakfast for sure.
Lashplicity, I recommend you DM me. Let's talk more about this because this is my expertise. My expertise is eating healthy and still not being able to lose weight. I went through it. So let's talk in the DMs.
What do you think about that? A morning juice for losing weight?
Okay. So it's tricky, Kuba, because it depends on the person. If it's somebody who's eating healthy for a really long time, absolutely. You can have a morning juice instead of breakfast. Yeah,
That's the thing. She's saying she eats high raw and lots of fruits. So she can have a nice juice and followed with a nice mono meal fruit.
I still don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it has nothing to do with the food. If you're eating healthy, if you're eating mostly raw, you should be at a very sustainable weight and you should feel comfortable in your body. And if not, it doesn't have to do with the food, honestly. I don't think it's the food for her. It wasn't the food for me. But as far as the juice goes, I don't like to replace, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I would recommend you replace food with juice if you're not hungry and if you're sick. Okay, so this is the only time that I would recommend a juice cleanse. If your body's telling you to stop eating, if you have digestive pain, if you are sick, if you have the flu, if you don't have an appetite, your body is saying, please stop, I need to repair myself. That is a perfect time for a juice cleanse. Kuba, what is your next reason why somebody should go on a juice cleanse?
You should read the comment from my cousin Bartik.
Oh, okay. We prepare juices twice a week, and during every day we are happy. We eat less meat. It's all because of MC Kuba. Oh, oh, MC
Yeah, so I was
Kuba.
hanging out with my cousins, Bartik, shout out, in Poland this summer, and I told him, well, I told him about the juicing and stuff, and about the Green Star Elite, which I have in Canada. And he like ordered it right away, and he was so happy with the machine. They're making juices, like you said, twice a week, and they'll prepare for a few days. They have a nanny. They just taught her how to use it recently. So I'm just like so happy, and they feel better, more energy, and they're eating less meat. So.
Let us know your favorite juice that you're making, bro. I'm very interested. This is so exciting.
Yeah, Bartik, if you're there, what's your favorite juice?
Kuba is the 21st century Norman Walker. That's what I would say.
I think he uses beet a lot. I think he does like the ginger. We made some ginger shots when I was there.
Kuba, what is your next reason why somebody should do a juice cleanse?
Someone should do a juice cleanse if they want to like dive deeper into themselves, their spirituality, their intuition, raise their intuition.
Oh, that's
when I was doing a long juice cleanse, I felt like I was reconnecting with nature. Now again, these are all things you could do with raw foods or just like fruit diets, like just on all fruit. Eat just fruit for like a couple weeks, you know? Or eat just one type of fruit for a couple weeks. Or just drink juice for a while and you just like reconnect with nature and you feel more connected to like, you want to be in nature more. You feel like the birds' energy. You like, you know?
That's some hippie shit, Kuba. I don't really know. But
For real though.
Okay, interesting. So now
and your intuition goes up. So then you naturally can make better decisions in life and you know what's better for you.
Yes, I agree that when you start eating a high raw, a close to nature diet, okay, with everything from nature, okay, remember, if man made it, don't eat it. If God made it, eat it, okay? And so I do believe that, eating more nature, you become more intuitive and you become more like sensitive to energy and you can manifest easier. And I've experienced it for sure because you are being connected to the power, the source the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Well, juice is a way of getting that in pure liquid form.
Yes, I agree with Kuba. Juice is a very powerful, powerful thing. I truly believe that juice should be consumed. I'm a believer now. Like I truly am gonna juice every other day for the rest of my life. I'm really committing to that because you cannot possibly eat as much as you can juice. So juice is medicine. If you're sick, get a juicer. I always used to say you don't want a juicer, but if you're sick, if you have a health issue, you definitely want a juicer. You definitely want a juicer.
Because you might notice when you're sick, you might not even have an appetite, but you want hydration.
But
More
if you
than you want to just put calories in.
need to like work and stuff, you can do that while juicing. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I just want to clarify something. So I've done a 91-day juice cleanse, yes, and I've done long ones, but so Jeanette might think, and lots of people might think that that's what I promote. That's what I'm all about. I'm actually not about that these days. Like I went through it. I learned a lot. I'm a scientist. I experiment on myself, and I got super skinny, all of it. But I might not discourage someone from doing that if that's what they feel, especially if they're being coached. But I'm not necessarily encouraging it. Nowadays, I promote short cleanses and then having periods of nutrition, rebuilding. Really, like I'm more focused on that period than I am the juice cleanse. I think that's more important, what you're eating after the juice cleanse than the juice cleanse itself. Because like Jeanette said, if you go back to Burger King or crappy foods, you're just hurting yourself more. You're doing more damage than you did good from the juice cleanse. So it's more important to like do a juice cleanse that you can handle a week, maybe even just 3 days, maybe 10 days. And then after you have like your kitchen filled with colorful fruits and vegetables and you know you're going to be set up for a healthy lifestyle. The people around you are supporting you. You're not tempted by crap and stuff, you know? Like I did 90 days and then I was living with my mom and like Easter came around, like normal people, like I wasn't ready for the real world living the lifestyle of raw foods.
I completely agree. That's what happens to most people. They just go from one extreme to the other. And so I completely agree. You don't want to do that. Work with a coach. Don't do a juice cleanse on your own for sure. And I'll tell you the number 2 reason why not to do a juice cleanse, okay, from my list is to get clear skin. Okay, a lot of people want beautiful, glowing, clear skin like me and Kuba.
Can I just tell you my number 2 reason to do a juice cleanse? It's to get clear skin. So let's talk about clear skin now.
You already said your number 2. That was the hippie shit. Okay. So to get to get clear skin, this is a terrible idea. Let me tell you why. Because clear skin only comes from consistency plus time equals clear skin. That's the formula. Write it down. If you have acne, write it down. Consistency plus time. 1 week, 1 month, even 2 months is not enough time. Yes, Daniel wants glowing skin. Daniel, here's what you do. Eat fruit for breakfast for the next 21 days. Then DM me. I'll tell you step 2. Okay? That's all you need to do. You don't need to get crazy. You don't need to change everything. You don't need to start doing 100 million things. You don't need to buy anything. You definitely don't need to buy anything because, Kuba, did you ever have acne in your life?
Not horrible acne.
Okay.
But I definitely have way clearer skin than I used to.
So if anybody out there has had acne, then you know putting stuff on your skin does not work. Okay? I put everything on my skin. Daniel's marking his calendar. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you. I'll see you in 21 days. Fruit only for breakfast. So as much as you want. If you want to have a whole pineapple, have a whole pineapple. If you want to have a smoothie bowl, have a smoothie bowl. No nuts. No nuts.
If you want to have a green juice before, have a green juice before.
If you want, don't do that. If you want to have a mixed bowl of fruit, have a mixed bowl. A whole watermelon. Whatever you want, but fruit only. No nuts. No almond milk. No soy milk. Just fruit until lunch. And don't make lunch 5 minutes after breakfast, okay? Fruit till noon, baby. Fruit till noon. So, because I see you guys out there trying to cut corners. That's the problem I have, Kuba, with juice cleanses. And please educate me. I feel like a juice cleanse is most people's idea of like a quick fix. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that could be for sure.
Yeah, and it bothers me because there's no such thing as a quick fix. You have to earn health. You have to
This is
earn,
a lifestyle change. This is a
yeah.
lifestyle change.
You have to earn the skin you want. You have to earn the body you want. You have to earn. And by the way, Daniel, I would highly recommend you start exercising if you're not already, because exercising is so key to clearing your skin. It moves your lymphatic fluid. Remember, we have 4 times the amount of lymphatic fluid as we have blood. That says a lot. If your lymphatic system is clogged, your skin is going to be not.
You need it moving.
You're
And
going to have.
there's something called cellular exercise, which is getting the cells to open up and release that lymph. So aside from like normal exercise, cellular exercise is doing things like hot and cold, you know, like going to the sauna, swimming, rebounding, jumping up and down, yoga, getting things for the cells to breathe. Dancing is a really good one. So you're getting the cells, you're breaking out of sweat, but the cells are opening up, and then it's getting the lymphatic system to really move.
Walking is amazing, Daniel. Walking 30 minutes a day. You know why? When you're walking or jumping or dancing, your cells are, like Kuba just said, your cells are going up and down, and it's breaking up the toxins. You're full of toxins. If you have bad skin, it's okay. Trust me, the body regenerates so quickly, but you've got to do the things to help it. You've got to stop putting in the shit and start doing some healthy things that are helping it to heal, because your body's going to heal. No fruit and no vegetable heals your body. Your body heals itself, but the fruit and vegetables get out of the way of the healing powers, because what happens is when we eat shit, it stops the healing because we have to focus on digesting that shit. But when you eat fruit and vegetables, okay, like me and Kuba focus on, your body can do what it's supposed to do. You know what I always love, Kuba, when people have these posts on Instagram and they say eating papaya or eating pineapple or eating mangoes is great for your skin. No, it's not. No, it's not. And do you agree or disagree? Is it great for your skin?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Personally, I know it's not. You just because your skin, when you're a baby, you didn't come out the womb eating you didn't have any pineapples or
Oh, I see what you're saying.
or papaya. You had perfect skin because your body, you're born perfect, but we fuck it up with all these toxins. So papaya is great in general to eat, but it doesn't heal the skin. The skin heals
it helps to remove the toxin.
Correct.
That's why colonic is another great thing for acne, because the more toxins you can get out through your bowels, through your kidneys, through your lungs, the less skin issues you'll see, because the skin is just another organ of elimination, and that's toxins coming out. So if you can get them out of your other organs of elimination, they won't be coming out through your skin as much.
Very true. You know, another thing I have an issue with, Kuba, is people that are doing these like cleanses, like liver cleanse or kidney cleanse or gallbladder cleanse. That is a terrible idea unless you first cleanse the colon. Because if you cleanse the liver first, you're just going to be dumping, it's like dumping a full garbage pail into another full garbage pail. It's just like, it can't leave your body. Focus on the colon first. Toxemia is in the colon first. Yes, Daniel, I would highly recommend a gravity method colonic. DM me and I'll see where you live and maybe I can.
My colon hydrotherapist actually, she was like, because I did a 21-day juice cleanse and then I did a liver flush at the end. But I didn't tell her about the juice cleanse because I didn't want to freak her out. And she was saying that the liver flush is good. She thought it was a good thing.
Well, I mean, you have a clean colon. You just got a colonic. So yes, I'm saying focus on the colon first and then focus on the other organs.
Yeah. That's a good call.
Okay, what's your number 3 reason for somebody to do a juice cleanse?
My 3rd reason is to clear your skin. 3rd reason is to...
But was it really clear your skin?
Huh?
Was it really? Did you write it down or you're just...
I didn't write it down. Just when I saw your reason of not doing it to clear the skin, I thought juice cleansing is great to clear the skin.
So tell us why.
Because it's helping you remove all those toxins. You're taking a break from eating and you're clearing out your colon through these liquids. And the liquids are actually going in deep into pores that maybe fiber might not reach. So it's helping you get like a deeper cleanse. And then once you do clear your digestive tract and your colon, the juices start going deeper and pulling from your cells. And then your cells are dumping the toxins into your colon. And then you're pooping that out. And then the more you're pooping out, the less is coming through your skin. So a lot of people cleared up the skin on juice cleanses. But also people cleared up on fruits. I think Ted Carr cleared up his acne in like a couple days on fruit. But that's fruit.
I mean, that's amazing. It took me a very long time, so that's amazing.
He got into it really young. I thought you did too.
I got into it when I was 27. I went
Oh,
raw.
never mind. Same as me. Yeah, that's later. He got into it like late teens, early 20s or something.
Couple days seems impossible, but hey, you know, that's wow. That's wild.
Actually verified, but
did he get colonics while doing that?
I don't know. Someone had a question about colonics killing off the good bacteria. I was curious what you think about that, because I'm not 100% sure. I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not too scared about it because I'm just like, after the colonic, I refeed with good healthy food to nourish the healthy bacteria. And I've heard of colon therapists. I think you sent me a dude who does it in New York City. I think he was talking about like enemas are not good, but colonics are good. But then I can't see that making sense because enemas don't go as deep as colonics.
Yes. So I would say, first of all, I just did a live 2 weeks ago with one of my mentors, Mike Perrine. He's a very, very well known colon hydrotherapist.
Is he the New Yorker?
Sorry?
Is he the New Yorker?
Yeah.
Is he the New Yorker? I can't do a New York accent, obviously.
I don't know what was going on just now. So he talks about how, watch that live if you're worried about the bacteria in your colon, because that's a great question. And
I want to watch it.
So basically, it's on YouTube as well. Go to Ms.FitVegan YouTube, link in my bio. Okay, so basically, there's over 1 trillion cells of bacteria in our colon, in our large intestine. Over 1 trillion. And there's no way for a colonic to flush all those out. There's no way possible. And there has never once been a study on a colon before a colonic and after a colonic. Never once. So this myth, never once, Kuba. And so this myth about how colonics flush out the good bacteria was probably started by the medical industry that doesn't want you to get colonics. Okay? There's never been a study ever, but there has been a study that has shown that the good bacteria start to multiply after a colonic, after you get out the waste, the old, rotting, decaying fecal matter from your colon. The good bacteria can start to thrive instead of the bad bacteria, which makes a lot of sense to me. Now, personally, I recently started taking probiotics. I never took a probiotic in my life. I recently started taking it. Don't ask me the brand because I don't want to promote anything yet until I take it for a while. I've been taking it for 2 months now, but I need some more time.
I'm happy to promote a brand because I've seen results, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, I see results, but I want to make sure that, you know, I just feel better and better every single day. I don't like to promote anything unless I know for sure it's an amazing product. So I'm taking a probiotic for the last 2 months. My hair has been growing like crazy. My nails, I feel so much better. I've lost weight, and I'm really healing a lot of digestive issues, and I think this probiotic's amazing. But that being said, if you have digestive issues, for sure, you probably have more bad bacteria than good. You need a colonic. That's the end of my, that's the end of that. Okay. So
I've heard a theory that juice cleanses wipes out the good bacteria as well. But I don't see that happening.
I don't know about that. I really can't imagine that, Kuba. That's ridiculous. I think
Burger King, there's still like bits of pulp in the juices.
I think Burger King wipes out the good bacteria.
I agree with that.
My number 3 reason why you should not do a juice cleanse. Okay, and thank you, Kuba, for being open to this topic, this whole discussion.
No, I think it's important for people to talk about things and get different perspectives and learn what works for them. I'm not a dogmatic type of person. I'm not like, this is the one way, this is it. I'm always learning, I'm always evolving, and I'm always doing what's best for me and helping people find what's best for them.
Me too. I try to be that way. I mean, like, the ego wants to be right, but your higher self wants to learn. We all came here to learn something and to teach something. So Puradyme, yes, Kuba recommends Puradyme.
Yes.
As well. Okay, so my number 3 reason to not do a juice cleanse, okay, I have 5 reasons. My number 3, sorry, is to jumpstart your new diet. Okay, a lot of people, they go on a juice cleanse to be like a catalyst for their new lifestyle. Like they want to jumpstart their healthy new, like healthy new life, and they're going to give up all processed food, and they're going to lose so much weight, and they're going to look the way they want to look, and they're going to feel amazing, and they're going to be healthy from now on till the rest of eternity and in the afterlife as well. And that is a terrible idea, because here's why. Again, extremes is not where you want to live. You don't want to go from the outhouse to the penthouse. That will do more harm to your body than just being in the middle of the road. Having some healthy food, having some processed food is so much better than doing a juice cleanse and then eating shit. Do you agree, Kuba?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
And
And
it's actually
I feel like we're in court. Exhibit A. We do not, like, evidence.
I agree, and my 4th reason to do a juice cleanse is actually like the same, in that using it to get onto a raw vegan healthy diet, but never from, like Jeanette's saying, never jumping into it. Only when you're really prepared. So only when you've been priming the body with raw foods, you've been getting in more juices, so you're getting used to drinking juices.
Yes.
And then your body's ready, you could do a juice cleanse. Because when I did it, I finally like cut out all these cravings, and I went raw for a long time. But like I said, I was in an environment that wasn't supportive, so it didn't last forever. But it helped me be raw way more than just trying to be raw without a juice cleanse. That's my journey.
How long do you think somebody needs to eat healthy before they qualify for a juice cleanse?
Well, it depends on the length of the juice cleanse. But you can do it, if you're really committed, you could do it in a month. Prepare in a month. But I would better recommend just taking a year of eating healthy and then getting off the juice cleanse.
I would say, I never thought about this question that I asked myself, but that I asked you. But I would say, Kuba, if I had to recommend something, and I know everyone's going to freak the fuck out, but I would say you do not want to do a juice cleanse until you've been eating a high raw diet or a 100% plant exclusive diet, okay, with an abundance of fruit and vegetables for at least 5 years. That is my personal opinion.
Well, my client has been, so I started working with him, a good friend of mine, in the summer. And in December, he joined me on a 3-day juice cleanse. And he ended up doing 4 days because he had so much produce. I think he did 4 days. And he felt really good, and he enjoyed it. And he's keeping on the healthy path and just getting healthier and healthier. Like each week, he's making improvements.
It's possible. It's possible. I want to see him in 20 years. Tell him to DM me in 20 years. Okay? Because I'm in it for the long haul. Listen, here's the thing, guys. One of my mentors, his name is Fred Bishi. Kuba, are you familiar with Fred Bishi?
No.
Fred Bishi is 96. He's been raw for over 50 years.
What? How did I not hear of him?
Fred Bishi, boo-boo. And here he is. Here he is. He is a New York.
His last name.
Fred Bishi.
It's backwards.
It's backwards. Bishi, B-I-S-C-I. He's a doctor, and he is an amazing guy. He's still working out. Look at this. He's probably in his 80s here. And I hope to interview him one day. I'm actually, dude, guess what? I'm interviewing Paul Neeson on Sunday. You know Paul Neeson, right?
Sounds familiar. I heard that name. I'm a little bit of a excluded from the mainstream world, but
well, he's also a New Yorker, so I guess you don't know any New Yorkers besides me. But Paul Neeson has been raw over 25 years. I'm really excited. He wrote many books.
Oh, I know Paul Neeson.
Yes, he wrote many books, including The Daylight Diet.
I just watched his video the other day, and I remember him from back in the day. Yeah, raw chef.
I'm going to be interviewing him live on YouTube on Sunday. I'm so excited. He's one of my mentors.
Oh, that's amazing. Cool. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
bet.
I've seen him around. He's been in the game for a while, yeah.
Hopefully you'll tune in. Okay, so we'll get to the questions in a minute.
Does he have like a spiritual vibe?
He is religious for sure.
And he talks about Jesus and stuff?
Yes, he does.
Oh, dope. That's why I vibe with him.
My number 4 reason to not do a juice cleanse, I'll do 4 and 5 right now because we're wrapping up the hour. So my number 4 reason is to do not do a juice cleanse to deal with stress. And number 5, do not do a juice cleanse to break free from emotional eating or a food addiction. Let me tell you why. All the answers, Kuba, all the reasons why are exactly the same, pretty much. You need a lifestyle change. You do not need a quick fix. And to deal with stress, you want to find better, healthier ways than restricting yourself. I think you should only do a juice cleanse if your body if you have a serious illness or your body is telling you not to eat. If your body is saying, I am not hungry, do a juice cleanse. If you have a serious health issue, do a juice cleanse. And when I say serious, I mean like you just came out of surgery. You just got out of the hospital. You can't function. You can't go to work. You can't live your life. If you just have bad skin, don't do juice cleanse. Eat fruit for breakfast for 21 days and then DM me. I'll give you step 2. Kuba's taking notes. Basically, I'm just kidding. Basically, you want to listen to your body. If your body's hungry, you do need fiber. Your good bacteria eats fiber, and that's how it multiplies. So I think that's very important to understand. But if you're not hungry, listen to your body. Don't force yourself to eat, okay? Like these raw vegans or these high carb vegans that say you have to eat a lot of calories, this is not true. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Seriously. There's not a certain amount of calories that you need to eat every day. On the other side, if you're hungry, you've got to eat. If you want to be healthy, you've got to eat healthy food if you're hungry. Okay, so now to break free from emotional eating or a food addiction, I just filmed a YouTube video on that yesterday, and so I'll put that up maybe today or tomorrow. You want to deal with your emotions. You don't want to focus on a juice cleanse, okay, because that's a temporary fix. The problem is not what you're eating. If you have emotional eating issues or you have a food addiction, okay, DM me. I'll recommend a book that I loved that helped me. You want to definitely deal with the underlying issue. The issue is not the food. It doesn't matter if you juice or you go raw or you eat keto or you do intermittent fasting or you do the daylight diet or whatever it is, the pineapple diet, the grapefruit diet. This is not going to help because you're just putting a Band-Aid on the actual issue. You've got to deal with your issues, talking to a therapist, journaling, talking to a friend, working through your trauma, doing tapping. I love doing EFT tapping. And if you have not heard of any of these things, DM me and I'll put you on. Kuba, what are your number 5? I think at number 5.
Yeah, so my number 5 is simple because Jeanette keeps mentioning it. And it's if you have a serious health issue. I'm not a medical professional, so I can't give you medical advice, especially for legal purposes. But if you have a health issue, like the body naturally will want to fast. But if you're juicing, it just helps you still get nutrition while you're fasting from food. So you're giving your body a break and you're letting the body focus on healing. So you're just allowing healing to take place. And if that is the case, I would recommend resting a lot, taking it easy, doing light activities. So you're still doing movement, like some walking and yoga if you can. But you don't want to put too much strain. You want to allow the body to rest so that it can put energy on healing. You know, when you sleep, the body is healing. And when you're drinking just juices, you're taking a break from digestion. And then the body can focus more on healing. So that's my number 5 recommendation. I think it's a really important one. And if you are really sick and doing it, it would be great to get a coach because if you don't know what you're doing, it could be dangerous as well.
Absolutely. Kuba, somebody actually commented that. He jumped into a juice cleanse. Daniel jumped into a juice cleanse without doing any kind of preparation whatsoever, stuck with it for 20 days, and then he got thyroiditis, whatever that is. What is thyroiditis? I do not know. But
I'm guessing it's thyroid.
I'm also not a medical doctor. I don't know if you can tell. I'm just a fruity weirdo that has been raw vegan for 11 years now.
Wow, 20 days and then it happened? The thyroid issue? That's interesting.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Kuba. First of all, he probably wasn't getting colonics. The toxemia was overwhelming his system. He did not. This is why you never want to jump into a juice cleanse without taking care of your colon. Because when you juice cleanse, you're cleaning out every organ, but the toxemia is building up and building up in your bloodstream. You don't want to do that. You want to start small. You want to start with breakfast. Start small. Don't go from Burger King to juice, back to Burger King. Sorry, I keep mentioning Burger King, but I don't know. There's one across the street from me, so I think that's why. Okay, so basically what we have learned today is a juice cleanse is a good idea if you are eating very healthy, in my opinion, for at least 5 years, and you are having health issues. This is my opinion. Kuba, to wrap up your list, when is it good to do a juice cleanse? Just any day of the week?
I have to wrap up my list. Then I have to remember everything I said. I don't remember. I have to play back the
to change your taste buds. Number 1, to change your taste buds.
Go. Number 2, to reconnect with yourself. I don't know if I got the order right.
Number 3,
yourself and raise your intuition. Number 3 is to clear your skin. Number 4 is to reset. Did I already say that? Reset your taste buds? No. What was number 4? You remember?
Yes. Number 4 was to, I'm not sure, but number 5 was if you have a health issue. Okay. Yeah. And so that.
And honestly, like juicing, like I said, if it resonates with you, you can drink a juice as a meal. Have a 32 ounces or even up to 64 ounces, especially if you're active. But if it doesn't resonate with you to do that, enjoy the fiber, enjoy the fruit, enjoy the salads, and use juice as a supplement.
Yes.
Just add, it's a good way to get in lots of greens that are hard to eat, like kale and collards and these things. You can even juice broccoli in a green juice.
This is so
and make like great way to supplement with greens. You don't have to buy powders and supplements. You could just juice your greens and your vegetables.
This is so true.
Beets are great to clean the kidneys and get glowing skin.
I've been drinking beet juice every single day for 2 months. I've had a green juice every single day for 2 months. I've had 32 ounces of celery juice every day for 2 months.
So why wouldn't you recommend someone drink a juice in the morning and then have the fruit?
Good question. Because I've been raw vegan for 11 years and I know that I'm not going back to eating shit. I don't want to recommend somebody who's eating processed food to go on a juice cleanse. They're too close to the processed food.
I didn't say juice cleanse. I said juice and eat fruit.
Oh, yeah. No, you should eat juice. You should have juice every day. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, I'm not against juice. Juice is literally medicine. Juice is so good for you. And you said it perfectly. You can eat so many things that you would never, ever eat, but you can put them in a juice. For example, in this juice, Kuba, I have an entire bunch of lacinato kale, which, by the way, is the darkest green that you can find.
That's so chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll and the highest amount of protein if you're counting the dark green. And it is so cleansing and so powerful. Lacinato kale. I would never eat that. I have never, ever eaten lacinato kale, but I'll juice it.
Yeah. So do you recommend that someone, because you keep saying to prepare for a juice cleanse, but with healthy diet, healthy food. So someone who's on a SAD diet or who's on a standard diet, and now they want to jump into fruits and vegetables, more fruits and vegetables, be healthier. Would you recommend they drink a juice in that? Like in their day?
No.
Because you'd recommend that they prepare their body before they introduce even just like a daily juice.
Correct. You know why? Number 1, juice is very strong. It will detox you. And if you're not getting colonics, you're going to feel the cravings even more because the toxic waste is going to come out of the cells and into the bloodstream. And you're going to want everything you've eaten before you got healthy even more. It's going to be stronger. The craving for meat and dairy and processed food, French fries, donuts is going to be stronger if you start juicing because juice is so powerful, so detoxifying. I mean, listen, if the person is getting colonics every week, sure, but that's probably not happening, right? So I would highly recommend you just start small. You don't buy a juicer. I do recommend you buy a blender. You don't buy a juicer yet. I recommend juice is not bad, but you don't want to focus on juice if you're eating shit right now. Focus on the fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, because if you ever were like, oh, I really want to make a juice, you can get a nut milk bag or strain it, or a cheesecloth. You could blend the whatever, the concoction, and then strain it, and you have a juice. But if you have a juicer and not a blender, you can't make a smoothie with a juicer. You know what I mean? So
Very
a blender
true.
is always a better investment.
Very true.
And my mom is a perfect example of someone who started with daily smoothies, and she cut out her bread and cravings for candy, and her smoothies would get bigger and bigger every day. And after a couple of years, then she started introducing juices. So I think that's a great approach.
I agree. Now, Daniel, I'm kind of confused. We're about to head out, but I want to help you. What he said, what if I'm already drinking 16 to 32 ounces of celery juice every day for the last couple of years, to add the fruit every morning after that juice? Yes, you want to eat fruit after, wait 30 minutes after you have your celery juice and then eat fruit for breakfast. But my question to you, Daniel, the real question here, what do you eat after the celery juice? Because celery juice doesn't do shit if you're eating shit. What are you eating after the celery juice for the 23 hours and 30 minutes after the celery juice? It's like the affirmations, you know, like people get into affirmations, Kuba, and they're like, they go to the mirror and they're like, I love you, I'm rich, I'm successful, I love you, I accept you, all blah, blah, blah. And then for like 23 hours and 55 minutes, they're thinking negative. They're being like, they're focused on negative, and they're not saying nice things to them.
Like going to church on Sundays, but then the rest of the week, I don't know, being a jerk or whatever.
I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. Like most of my family, honestly. I don't want to make it weird, but my family's very religious, and they're pieces of shit. And it's just like, and they're very religious. How does this make sense, guys? No, seriously. No, seriously. They don't, yeah. They're not good people. And they go to church. I don't know.
Well, introducing something healthy is still better than not, because that does replace some of the bad calories.
I agree.
And slowly changes your taste buds. But it's better to like have a healthy option after the celery juice.
I agree. But also another reason why I don't like to recommend juice to people that are brand new to eating healthy is because it won't really fill you up. There's no fiber in there. I mean, yes, after years and years of eating healthy, yes, a juice fills me up. Absolutely, Kuba. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to confess. I've been having juice for breakfast for the last few months because I've been raw for 11 years. I know I'm not going back to eggs and bacon and cheeseburgers. But the average person is not going to be able to do this. They're going to get hungry. They're going to be stressed. They're going to go get a donut. If I got a donut, I would probably die. I'd probably go to the hospital. Okay? So we don't want to compare, you know, somebody who's eating healthy for over a decade to somebody.
And celery juice, I drink 32 ounces every morning as well. I don't count it as a meal. I don't feel like it satisfies me as a meal. It's really a supplement. It's really a supplement.
Great. It's a great supplement. It's the best supplement. The supplements in the stores, guys, the vitamins in the bottles are dead. Those are dead. This is living food. This is powerful nutrients. This is like really incredible. But you don't want to just have this. You want to have some fiber. You want to fill up on healthy fruit and vegetables so you don't go back to eating shit. It's key. It's the key. Kuba, I think we're done. I appreciate you.
I do not see the comments since like 30 minutes.
Oh.
Stop. But I see there's 17 people on here consistently, so I'm really happy you guys are here. I hope you're learning, and I hope you're empowering yourself and taking steps to better your health and better your life, because listening to this and not acting is kind of pointless. So I hope you're going to take action after this and either make a juice if you resonate with it, or eat more fruit and vegetables and just focus on the healthy foods as much as you can.
Absolutely. Okay, so you haven't been able to see the comments.
No, not for like
I hate when that fucking happens to me.
Yeah, it's when I touch the comments. I can't touch it. Once I touch it, it screws it up. As a guest.
That shit. Okay, so let me tell you some comments. So Daniel does eat shit after the celery juice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to eliminate the shit. If it's important to you, and listen, you're watching this for a reason, Daniel. So do the celery juice, keep doing celery juice, keep doing that, but replace one shitty meal with a fruit meal. So fruit for breakfast, and trust me, you're gonna see results. You're gonna see results very soon.
Fruit's gonna satisfy you, it's gonna fuel you, it's gonna give you glucose to your brain, you're gonna have energy, you're gonna be happier, you're gonna have a better day. A better start to the day.
Yes, Daniel, you should still eat fruit for breakfast until May 27th, and then DM me on May 27th, and then I give you step 2. You should also start moving your body, exercise. Yes, I'm very proud of you. My internet keeps cutting out. Okay, so that's all the comments we got, Kuba. Not too many more. Some random ones about putting juice in the smooth instead of water. I don't know what that means. Juice in the smoothie, that's a lot of work. I would not do that. Okay.
Well, actually, Aris Latam makes some dope concoctions where he'll juice something, he'll make a juice, and then he'll blend it with like a fruit. And it's dope. It's dope.
Who did that?
Aris Latam does that.
I don't know.
He's one of the raw food masters he's like older and he's been doing this for many years. He lives in the tropics and he just lives an abundant lifestyle, very fruity and very high in juice and fruit.
Is he really fit?
He's pretty skinny, but he's pretty fit. I don't know. He's not like a muscle guy.
So somebody wrote, I love juice in a smoothie. Fresh juice? Who has time to make a fresh juice and a smoothie?
Well, one of Medical Medium's protocols is the heavy metal detox smoothie, and he gets you to juice 2 oranges and put it into the smoothie. I sometimes just cut up the orange and throw it in, but sometimes I will actually juice it.
Interesting.
But yeah, I've been meaning to do that. I don't do it actually because, like you said, it's like a waste of time. Like if I'm juicing, I'm juicing. If I'm blending, I'm blending. But I've been meaning to do that. Like sometimes red pepper, when you juice it, it's just like some next level thing, and I feel like using that in a dressing without the actual pepper. I don't know. It doesn't make
so
too much sense.
At my old job, Kuba, we had a juice. It was apple, turmeric, ginger, pineapple, red pepper. It smelled so good. And you know, that's such a good idea, but I feel like that's a lot of work. Just juicing a red pepper for a dressing, just throw the red pepper in there.
I know, exactly.
Okay, so living raw roots, I'm sure it is, but I mean, here's my tip. If you're gonna juice, okay, and I do recommend juice, highly recommend juice. If you're gonna juice, do it every other day. You can't possibly do it every day. Kuba, do you juice every day?
Yeah. Every single day, I juice.
No wonder you never get back to me. No wonder you never text messages. You see this? I will answer your text. If you text me, I'll be available. But Kuba will be juicing, okay? So do me a favor and take my advice. Juice every other day, because juicing every day is just, I was doing it for a while.
I make my celery juice every day. I make my lemonade every day. I make my celery juice. And then I make usually another juice, like a 32 ounces. It might be just straight up oranges, cutting in half. Or I'll make beets, apples, celery, whatever. But I'm transitioning off of juice for the summer because more water-rich fruits are in season, and watermelon's becoming more abundant. And my goal is to actually reduce my celery juice to, like, instead of 32 ounces, just the 16 ounces, just to have that habit for rebuilding my hydrochloric acid in my stomach, and just having watermelon. Like, no more juicing. I'm tired of juicing because of the time it takes. I love juice. I probably will fail. I'm probably going to be like, it's so in my nature, ingrained to juice every day. But I'm going to try it. Take a break from
every other day. And honestly, Kuba, I wish I lived...
Or like juice on the weekends. Like make my green juices on the weekends or something.
I wish I lived closer so that I could pay you to juice for me, honestly. And everybody go follow Kuba. Or we could juice every other day, Kuba. I would juice one day, you would juice one day. Okay, so everybody go follow Kuba. Oh, Jessica comes now. Listen, Kuba, let everybody know how they can get more information about you, and what are you working on right now. And I just realized my hands have beats all over them the whole interview. I just realized that.
I didn't notice.
Amazing. So yeah, where can people find you, and what do you have anything you can recommend to people?
So I'm here on Instagram as Raw Kuba, obviously. And in my bio, I got free resources actually I have a 3-day juice cleanse guide. So that will help you prepare for it properly and do it properly. And then I also have a 7-day video series to help transition to a more raw diet. And I have a meal plan in there that's one that's fully raw and one that's high raw, just so you have options depending where you're at in the journey. So check that out in my bio. And right now what I'm doing is actually taking on clients to coach for anyone who wants long-term coaching, but to see if you're fit to go to work with me in the program, just DM me the word consult and we could do a free 20-minute consult and talk from there and see what your goals are and things like that. And no matter what, I'll help you out anyway.
I love it. Yeah, no, he's not even joking though, guys. Just DM Kuba, and he will definitely be there for you. He's a very kind soul, a really great person to talk to. Honestly, he's much nicer than me. So I would recommend you DM him for a consultation. Me, you probably don't want a consultation with me because I'm going to probably not be so nice.
Well, the thing about working with Jeanette is that she'll put you to work and she'll be on your ass and like really make you do it. So that's what's up. That's why we complement each other so well. If we work together, like I'll keep people calm and happy, and you'll like kick their ass and make sure they get that shit done.
One day we'll do something together. We'll do a course together, Kuba, because I think it'll be fabulous. Okay, for me, guys, if you want, you can check out my free recipe book. It's in the link in my bio, or you can go to 100freerecipes.com. So that's www.100freerecipes.com. It's over 100 raw vegan, gluten-free, oil-free, salt-free, sugar-free recipes, no dehydrator required, 5 ingredients or less for every single recipe. And also, I decided, I have my course, Kuba, How to Be a Healthy Raw Vegan. It's still $33, and I have decided as of Monday, whatever Monday is, let me just see the date, Monday, May 9th, it's going to be $99 starting on Monday, May 9th. So if anybody is interested, DM me the words raw vegan and I will send you that course. It's $33. Click the link in my bio or the link below if you're on YouTube. Kuba's links are below if you're on YouTube as well. And yeah, I thank you so much, Kuba.
Yeah, if you are on YouTube, check out my YouTube channel as well. Holistic Regeneration with Kuba.
Why not? I'll leave the link below. Don't worry. And if I don't, you'll yell at me, so I'll definitely do it. And and I just want to say thank you so much, Kuba. I appreciate you. Kuba, you have so much value that you bring. I love talking to you. I love debating with you. See, this wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad, right?
It was good. It was really good.
It was really good. And thank you, Sherry, for the badge. And thank you, Sherry, for commenting. She said, I love when two intelligent people can politely debate things. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love it too. I'm not the biggest fan of fighting, but I'm down for a healthy debate.
I kind of like fighting, but Kuba helps me.
It's your nature. I was always a peacekeeper breaking up fights. So
Kuba helps me to understand that that's my ego. That is truly my ego. And I just want to leave you guys with some advice. My advice is, listen, when life is difficult, when life is hard, just know that you gotta get hard. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta fucking get your shit together because you've been through worse. If you are having a difficult time right now, if you have health issues right now, just think of all the things you've been through in the past that were even worse. You made it through then, you can make it through now, and you don't have to do it alone. Reach out to me or Kuba. You do not have to do this journey alone. You probably won't be able to do this journey alone. I couldn't do this alone. Kuba had a mentor. I had a mentor. And I'm telling you right now, you will get so much faster results if you work with someone who has been there, done that, and done all the mistakes. That's why I made this course. Because
we have to go to the Woodstock Fruit Festival to meet our tribe as well.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that too. Because you want to, listen, I recently had a health issue, which I'll talk about very soon. I reached out to everybody I met at Woodstock. Honestly, all my mentors over the years, my tribe, everybody I've met, I reached out to them and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. What should I do? And everybody had advice for me and I took advice and I got better. And so I'm telling you right now, you won't be able to do this alone. Reach out to one of us or reach out to a mentor today. Somebody that you see, the way they look, you want to look like, the way they feel, you want to feel like, their health, their vibrance, their skin. Find somebody who has the results you want and ask them what they did. Okay. You want to say anything, Kuba, before we leave?
I just want to say to keep focusing on your vision. So no matter what your situation, it can always get better as long as you put those thoughts out to make it better. So you focus on the good, and that's where gratitude comes in. Gratitude is so important, to be grateful for all the good things that you see in your life, and it's recognizing that there are good things all around you. So it's hard sometimes when you're suffering, feeling down, but you can actually appreciate and remember the stuff that are actually amazing in your life and keep focusing on that gratitude, and then more of that will happen.
Yeah, dude, it's scientifically proven what Kuba just said. It's proven that what you focus on, you get. And so I thank you so much, Kuba. And Jessica said, can you guys please end it so I can watch the replay? Can you guys stop talking so I can watch?
Maybe we should bring her on and talk for another hour.
Actually requested to be on, but I have to go. I have to work.
I have to go too. It's nighttime, so.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I love you, Kuba. I will see you soon.
Love you, Jeanette. Thank you.
Bye, boo.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Peace.
Bye.